Hey, shalom, shalom.
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 First and foremost, we want to give all praises to
to
Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahushai, Ba'asham, Rakakodash. Double honors unto the elders and apostles at Great Millstone. Salutation to all the archeums out there pushing this word. You know, this is your brother Yasad.
Brother Yaradan.
Brother Malatas that
You know, from the Trinidad GMS camp.
can.
Back at you here with another lesson willing to define unto the elect. So this lesson here would actually be going into seeing this chariot is a great faith booster. You know, because I was actually driving back home last night, and it was a chariot over the car. And like when I noticed it just fly up. It fly up and just let go of a strip of light and disappear. It was just so yappa. You know, and I was just thinking that it could be a nice video to do, because one thinking about just by seeing this chariot, because a lot of people will see the chariot and they don't know what it is. They will think it's a UFO. Some might think it's just a satellite or a shooting star. But being in the street, we understand what these chariots is. We understand, well, that we salvation out of there. So that is a great faith booster in this truth just as well. So it's an amazing thing to see. So you could bring all the scripture and the Lord encampeth around them that fear. Yeah, somebody preach
Alright. Book of Psalms chapter 34 and verse 7. The angel of the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai campeth round about them that fear him and delivereth them.
Yeah, you know, the angel of the Lord encampeth among them that fear Yahweh Hashem Yahushai.
Right.
You know, because the ones that fear Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is the ones who doing his works, who going out there preaching the word, who repented from the transgression and turned back to the heritage. You know, and it's obviously you had to be of the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You know, the Israelites. So by we acknowledging this truth and getting the understanding, the Lord always amongst us. You know, through his angels. That's why a lot of time when you get the scripture where 2 and 3 are gathered in my name.
Can.
You know, if you get that scripture there, the brother will bring out that there. You know, because the more we amongst each other and having we talking about spiritual things and just, you know, feeding each other that spiritual energy, hey, we always see a chariot majority of the times, and it's just a yappa thing to just knowing that we not alone. You know, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai always has his angels looking over us. So you could bring it in.
Yeah. Book of St. Matthew chapter 18 and verse 20. For where 2 or 3 are gathered together in my name, there am I in the midst of them.
Yeah, where 2 and 3 are gathered in Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai name, because we cast off all these idols, as it say, know ye not that you were carried away by these dumb idols, right? You know, just roughly paraphrasing that in the book of Corinthians. Yeah, we cast off these idols and turn back to our true and living power, Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, serving the true heavenly Father, the one and only, and his only begotten Son, Yahushai, right? So this is by the way Yahweh Hashem Yahushai actually acknowledging us, same way too.
Because Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, remember, we as his servants, the prophets, as the precept say, right? He revealed these things and who the servants and the prophets, right? So these other jakes are them, right? As the brother was saying earlier on, right? They will be seeing these chariots, and they'll be seeing these UFOs, they will be seeing this all stuff, they will be seeing everything else. And the man of the Lord will let them know, hey, it's like the chariots are most high, but yet still they get them, as the precept say, they're gonna be blinded, they're gonna see and not understand, they're gonna hear because we telling them, and they're not gonna believe. Because why? Yahweh Shai blinded them. So that.
Yeah, you could just bring this scripture for edification's sake.
1 Corinthians chapter 12 and verse 2. Ye know that ye were Gentiles carried away unto these dumb idols, even as he was led.
Can, you know, we being Gentiles, because we Israelite foreigners, we didn't grow up knowing who we are and the customs that we supposed to take pattern after. You know, we just grew up knowing the ways of the heathens, and in these Christian church, they they far from the spiritual things. They just they on our next they out of the box where the spiritual things is concerned, you know. So that's why they don't bring up these topics, uh the chariot of the Lord. Everything is just carnal for them, you know. But it's all good because Yahweh Hashem Yahushai just revealing his secrets unto the servants, the prophets. You can bring Psalm 68 and 17. No? After that, you can bring all the second and just 9.
The book of Psalms, chapter 68 and verse 17. The chariots of power are 20,000, even thousands of angels. The Lord Yahweh is among them as in Sinai, in the holy place.
And, you know, and the Lord always amongst us. As the scriptures say, the let's roughly paraphrase it. The scripture will say the Lord, well, it was saying he beholding the good and the evil neighbor. I think that is in Proverbs. The eyes of the Lord.
At 10,000 brides and his son.
No, not that. That's Sirach.
Right.
Just beholding the good and the evil. Right? Yeah, you could bring that for the time. Second Ezra 9. Yeah.
Can you want to speak picture here? This is second Ezra chapter 9 and verse 1. You see, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the sign, part of the sign pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that that it is that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
Can, you know, it started by saying, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And how we actually using that measuring stick is through the prophecies, you know. Through the prophecies, we actually measure the time. We looking out, always being on the media, always looking up articles, you know, and always watching. We being sober and always watching to see all what taking place.
Just
You know,
according to the scriptures.
can, right? And hey, that's the thing about it. That's why we're gonna be the first to see everything that they're coming at us with, because we spiritual eye seeing miles,
Can
seeing miles. Uh, just as we understanding that, hey, right now the devil coming down with great wrath. You know, all of that is true. What you measuring the time. That's how you being able to get to understand that you being watchful. You know, and that is the two-thirds, and then they are studying that. They are being watchful. They are being, you know, sober about the times.
your park as the precept say, right, just before I put that precept on to go back to the video me and you make last night and how to work in the boat, right? Let's go back into being you can. Let's go back into being a good watchman, because with the watchman and the Lord we gonna be on point. We gonna be looking for these signs to come. Right? And as the brother as going back to the topic and on to that is your faith boosters. But for the two-thirds on them now, them are going to sit as that. It's only my Lord going to be seeing that. But the precept say, right, be sober, be vigilant, because why? Right, these wicked heathens are going to look to come down on we. We had to look to pour on the armor, Yahweh Hashem Yashai, and get ready for that time to come. Because if we don't see, right, we ain't faith boosters, right? We supposed to, what we learning from that? From that faith booster, what we learning from that? Is to get yourself ready for the destruction to come. That would the faith booster days for. And let's bring out this quick precept here. Come on, Misha. Let's look at Hebrews 10 and verse 35, I believe. Yeah, Hebrews 10 and 35. It It's a cast not away, therefore your confidence, which had great recompense of reward. Right? That going back to your faith. That going back to your faith in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Because if you have faith in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, that can reward you greatly. Because why? You hold on to that faith. That's why I say cast not your faith. Cast on that confidence. Right? That faith you have in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai to continue pushing the works, to continue going and doing what Yahweh Hashem Yahushai tell you to do. Don't stop it. Continue running that race. Because this race we're running here is a righteous race. Right? This race is the freaking the most, I should say, the most expensive paid off race. Because when you know somebody like Usain Bolt, them can get gold, they might get a little million. You understand? That'll reward the guy in that small thing. This race we're running here right now, this reward greater than anything else in the face of the earth. It's a for we have need for patience, that after we have done the will of Yahweh, ye will receive the promise.
And after you have done the will of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, you know, and the same way as Yahushai say, don't let my will be done, but let thy will be done. And that is it, you know, by we going out there and prophesying and waking up our people to say only Yahweh Hashem Yahushai will, you know, we being laborers of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, all of us. Yeah, so that is why, you know, we had to take consideration as simple as the chariots. We seen these things on a daily basis. These are faith boosters, you know, that you, by you seeing that, because sometimes your family ain't even seeing them things. And it's like the Lord dealing with you alone. As it say, two from our family and one from our years of grace. So, you know. Yeah. You know. And that is just the thing. That is just to show you the level that the Lord actually deals with you, because you revealing these things here unto you. Yeah, I mean, yeah. The book of Romans chapter 13 and verse 11, it says, and knowing that now is the time, yes, and that knowing the time, that now it is the high time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than we believe. We seeing the chariots out there, you know, is a confirmation, because it's true that we're gonna be delivered. It's true these chariots, we're gonna escape the seventh trumpet, you know, the seventh trouble, which is them thermonuclear fire. Right?
Because that'll show the spirit is wicked. Because I was now thinking more of this now they are. Right? Them, and this is exactly the same thing I see in the videos they are on Instagram. Them jakes and them. Because this is not at all like how them pastors and them that be in the world. This is not at all blessing and all is good in it. No, all is not good in it. You understand? It can be all good for the elect when that time come, but we had to go through the hardship same way. But going back to what the brother was saying,
too much tribulation.
Can't be much tribulation. Can't. Yeah, but can't be on point. But this is a short time we are to enjoy it. This is gonna be a short time. It's gonna be like a dream. How long a dream does it take when you're sleeping? You understand? Because we sleeping for about 3 hours. 4 hours, and that dreaming you know what it can last about almost 2 minutes or 5 minutes. Yeah, you can feel like it's 2 minutes or 5 minutes, so that it can be like a short time. Yeah, but concerning to what I was saying just now, right? And what the brother was saying, so that yeah, for now is our salvation near and we believe. But the same time when the elect being saved, right? The same time when the elect being saved and we up in the chariot, the same time when the other wicked people jinx and being destroyed. Right? So when they flip the script, for now our salvation is near than we believe. For now your destruction, Esau, is near than you believe. For now the death and destruction, the jakes is near than you believe. So the best thing to do is turn back to your Hashem Yahushai, because why? Now is high time to make out our sleep, as the brother was saying just now.
Right.
Yeah, bring it on.
Right, because see Luke chapter 21 and verse 28, and when you see these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh.
Can.
Yeah.
Yapa.
When you see these prophecies, alright?
Yeah,
When you
and
see, yeah, when you see Esau coming across the news, speaking about the MOTB, you know, the cashless system, you know, the prophecies of the Messiah, Hashem shall look up,
Can.
right? When you see the chariots flying across the skies, look up for your redemption draweth nigh, right? Because the chariots is our main source of escaping this place, of escaping thermonuclear fire, as the brother now mentioned. Alright? We could only escape the thermonuclear fire by the chariots.
Can. Yapa.
Alright?
Yeah, can. This is book of Colossians chapter 3 and verse 1. It says, if ye then be risen with Yahushua Mashiach, seek those things which are above, where Yahushua sitteth on the right hand of Yahweh. Right? We gotta seek salvation because why?
yeah, can. So like care about that there, we got a little rain there, so we had to move location. Right? So you know that.
You can. And this next piece of here is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 15 and verse 58. It says, therefore, my beloved brethren, be steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Yahweh. Right, that work of the Yahweh, that good work that we pushing forward. Right, continue pushing that work, continue obeying those statutes and commandments. And you know,
The definition of the word steadfast here, if I could
Yeah,
implement it
yeah,
real
can.
quick. Right? From the Merriam-Webster dictionary definition, number one, firmly fixed in place,
Can.
immovable.
Can.
Can.
Rooted and grounded. Going back to the story with the sower and the seed.
Definition number two, firm in belief, determination, or adherence, loyal.
Can. Right, and hey, and that just so yapa because this year give you that more that right there give you that inspiration. These chariots giving you that inspiration for you to be more steadfast, you be more determined in this world because you want to come out of this wicked place and that's the only way. You know? So you went and push more and more in this works. Go ahead and continue.
Yeah, continuing. It says, for so much as ye know that your labor is not in vain in Yahweh.
Yapa. You know, because we know that we labor in all these things that we're doing, going out and, it starts off as simple as we repenting and getting to know this word. And then we going out and preaching and waking up with brothers and sisters. By we continuing in this, we know that we're going to be paid. Our labor is not in vain. That is why we had to show that courage in this thing. Hey, at the end of the day, you know, hopefully we make it out of here and we endure until the end. We had a reward. The scripture said that if you could get a scripture there where it was talking about the sufferings of this life cannot be compared to the thing that you get that? You have a piece of paper already, right?
So, yeah, he's asking some trees, so,
Well, you can still bring it. Oh, bring me Psalms 107 and 23 before it.
17.
Yeah, 107 and 23.
23 can. Book of Psalms chapter 107 and verse 23. They that go down to the sea in ships, that do business in the waters, these see the works of the Lord Yahweh and his wonders in the deep.
And you know they that go down in the sea to do business because that brothers in the truth some of his fishermen, right? And what? We don't see the wonders of the Lord. These chariots, numerous times, on numerous occasions, we actually see the chariot of Yahweh Shai. You know, just the other day, sundown, we saw one It bright up the place so yapa, and it was like going out different colors.
I saw
Strips and colors.
so last Tuesday night actually I saw one on the mountain range, two actually, right? They lit up simultaneously, right? And they brighten up the skies. One was green and one was